Hi, it's Rob. We are busy with the backlinking course, and I've got to video number 10, which is Google stacking. Now, Google stacking is maybe the best way of getting your website ranked, in other words, backlinking. And having said that, I'm not going to be doing a 20 or 30 or 50 video course, whatever it takes. I reckon it'll take at least 10 or 15 videos to show you the basics of Google stacking. The original course I did on Google stacking was about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's from semantic mastery people, and they were brilliant. They really are good at this. And in truth, if you're a local business, Google stacking is almost all you need. You can get away with setting up your website, doing a little bit of blog commenting, a lot of social media sharing. You build up your GMB, Google My Business system. Wow, I haven't put that in here at all, but that's SEO, I guess. Anyway, and then after that, you just do Google stacking, and you share that your Google stacking and your social media via IFTTT by doing decent content on your site, and after that, you don't need any of these other millions of things. Local business, jewelry shop, hairdressing salon, whatever it is, it's almost criminally easy to rank for local. Especially if you're not ranking for the ranking stuff. In other words, rank as an SEO expert, and you spend your whole life ranking because you're competing against other guys that have to brag that they know how to rank. But if you are going to build it for a winter tire supplier in, Winnipeg, it's pretty easy to do because, yeah, sometimes you can have a lot of competition. Bigger cities, a lot of competition for the dentists, that kind of thing, plumbers. But at some point, if you're doing it right and keeping it simple, you can become the busiest, whatever that is, dentist, jewelry manufacturer in the town. And Google stacking is very, very powerful for that. Okay, so let me show you what it really means. You would go to your Google properties, right? And you would build out a Google Docs and a Google thing and a Google Slides, okay, and you would put this together, Google Sites, and you put them together in such a way that your links and keyword text contextual is put together into this very, very, very powerful, I don't know what it is, pile of, well, stack, I suppose, of links to your website. And it's all on Google properties. And that, remember, Google thinks their stuff is more important. So something on Google Docs, Google's going to value as if it's a very powerful authority site. So give me a second. I'm going to find a picture I took of something the other day to do with a perfectly done Google stacking thing. 1 second. Okay, so there's this expert out there called Mari. I think you say her name says, I'm not sure, but anyway, she's an expert in this, and she is in Austin, Texas. So if you look at all of these keywords, Austin SEO companies, this is a lot of searches for SEO, and the person that can rank high in this is going to look good. So here's one that looks like it's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, about the 5th strongest, under Austin SEO consultants, right? Now watch this ad, by the way, which they're paying. Well, it's not showing on this setting. I was curious to see how much they pay for it. It'll be expensive. Another one, ad, and then up comes Google My Business. Here she is, by the way, second. And then we get to organic search. Check it out. Number 1, Google Sites. So I'm going to open that, and then Trello, which is a directory. Here is Mari says, I have no clue. And these are 2 videos she's made, good for her. Trello again, complete web resources, also good. Now, where does she rank with her real website? Good question. Doesn't matter. She's getting the clicks for number 1 to sites.google, view Austin SEO Consultant. There's the video, call to action. So this is the best way of showing a well done Google stacking, I suppose. They've made a site on Google, so Google Sites, and it's called, as per the keyword, Austin SEO Consultant. Austin SEO Consultant, her name, and then Austin SEO Consultant. Okay, watch this, a video to do with it. Her name again, SEO Campaigns, SEO Consultant, her website linked, a website link, search engine positioning linked. By the way, keep an eye out here, because what happens is here it becomes an open document, which is a Google Doc, I think, and they've put links inside of there. So they've taken all of these Google documents, Google Doc, Google Sheets, Google whatever they all are, and put them on a single page into their built Google site. So now it's basic. Look at this, it's so beautiful. I bet you these are all video links. That doesn't matter. She's got links and all of these keywords. I mean, you can get it. You could not get away with this on a website, and yet Google lets you get away with it on their own properties. It's hysterically funny. Here, their own Austin SEO service, their own. This is here. No, it's not. Another Google Sites, Austin SEO Company. See, SEO Consultants. Well done. SEO Expert, Digital Market Agency. Talk. They've taken all the services, and that's really what it boils down to, is you go into your Google properties. So let me click on this and show you. So you'd go into here and you'd do anything that's Google Maps, YouTube is Google, your Google Docs, that's your live streaming. You'd get your blog, and you'd put a link on your Google Docs, and that link would be on your Google site. Can you see? So even more from Google, believe me, there's more. Oh, there's more. So you'd find any property that you can openly create a link on and share it on your Google Doc page. And there are rules to this, by the way. So there are ways of, I'm going to bail on all of this. There are ways of overstepping the mark on your Google stacking. So yeah, before you just think you can put your keyword up there, copy paste 6,000 times, publish it, Google gonna pitch up with a submachine gun and a grenade at your house, I think, for that bad sin. If they don't, sorry, I haven't heard of that yet. Okay, so I will be putting in resources for Google stacking to get it paid for, done by you. And somewhere down the line I will be doing a Google stacking course in a little bit more detail than one 10-minute video here in the middle of the backlinking, simply because it does need a little bit of training, and I will do that. It's on my list here, but it might take me 3 months to get to that. And by the way, right now it's November 2019, so if it's April and it's 2020 and you haven't found it, you're welcome to shake me awake, take the TV remote out my hand and make me go and write and do that course for you. Now, I've very casually tacked this on at the end here, but it counts for all of this. Go and see what IFTTT can do for your backlinking. Everything you do here, you should be feeding through your IFTTT system. So, for example, if you do press releases, go and get a list of where they were published and feed them through your Twitter feed, because then your Twitter feed will be connected through the IFTTT. It stands for if this then that. If this then that, yeah. You've built your it's a syndication system. So what it does is it shares it socially for you. When you publish on Twitter, it immediately will put it on your blog and your thing and your whatever, and share the whole thing to X. All of which you will find out how to do inside of IFTTT, and they're called recipes. But basically, it's just syndicating your sharing, that they do the work for you. Okay. But if you take everything you do and you share it through there, and you go and you share it through other places too, shared, let's see, social adder here, automation, through your FTT, social adder, and software. If you want to waste money buying software, you don't need to. that amount of shaking the trees or exposure or jiggling the spider web is what will make the spider, the Google bot, come and have a look at what you're doing and learn enough to think, yes, I'm in there, I'm up, I'm going to go and rank you. Cool. I think that's it for now. So Google stacking is really just putting all of Google's stuff in a correct way. That was my best example. So sorry, I closed it. But if you went and looked up Austin SEO, and know that that's a good example of it. But otherwise, yeah, shout out to me and see if you can hurry up with the Google stacking course, and I'll get it done for you ASAP. Cool. Take care. Cheers.